Hi guys, welcome to your U.S. History Week 29 launch, and we are going to discuss the Gilded Age project, Checkpoint 3 in particular. Again, the question that you should have in the back of your mind as you work through this is, can greed be good? The project outline, this is the last of the checkpoints where you're going to be working on part 1, which is the inquiry on the Gilded Age. Next week's launch, we will be moving on to the researching income inequality today. So this is the last of the inquiry part. Checkpoint 3 is last week for Checkpoint 2, you did the positive aspects of the industrialization in the Gilded Age. This week for Checkpoint 3, you're going to do the negative aspects of industrialization in the Gilded Age. So what you're going to do is answer that question, what were the negative aspects? So again, it asks for aspects, plural, so make sure you have more than one negative aspect. You're not just supposed to know that off the top of your head. Click into the evidence that is off to the right side of the screen. And these are going to be your document sets that you can look at and find your information. So you should have about 5 or 6 documents here. Some of them will be pictures, political cartoons, things like that. So whenever you are looking at a political cartoon, obviously you're probably not going to include an image of it in your response, but say according to the political cartoon by, and then what is who's the creator. So found in Harper's Weekly on March 17th, 1888. You still want to make sure you're providing context of those political cartoons. Don't just say according to document A, this. Make sure you're saying what is document A. It's a political cartoon depicting what. So then there's different types of articles and documents. Make sure that you're referring to at least 2 of these to find your evidence, because you need to find at least 2 negative aspects of industrialization. So again, what were the problems of industrialization? And this is the document you're going to refer to. The cognitive skills that you're being scored on for this final product are argumentative claim, selection of evidence, and explanation of evidence. And we've discussed these a good bit this year, but again, I just want to remind you again that when you're talking about claim and evidence, I can't help but think back to court cases. And one of the most popular court cases when I was growing up was the O.J. Simpson trial, and Johnny Cochran was his attorney. So if you think about it, the compelling question in that case was, did O.J. Simpson commit the crime of murder? Johnny Cochran comes out, his claim is that O.J. Simpson is not guilty because he did not commit the crime of murder. So there's his claim, his response to the question. Now, if he would have just said, that's it, please believe me, the jury would have said, no, he's guilty. You have to provide evidence. So that's what Johnny Cochran does. And he provides lots of evidence, and in particular, he provides the glove. He provides this glove that they said was found at the crime scene. So if he would have just said, he's not guilty because of this glove, Exhibit A, and then gone home, again, the jury does not have enough to actually say he's not guilty. What's important is he has to explain why that glove proves that O.J. Simpson is not guilty. So that's what he did. He then tried to say, whoever committed murder at that house and left that glove, the glove would have to fit that person. So he brings out that particular glove, and he has O.J. Simpson try it on in the midst of the trial, and shows that it didn't fit O.J. Simpson's hand, or, I mean, that's what they kind of said happened. So he shows that the glove doesn't fit. So that's his explanation of that evidence. So Johnny Cochran says there's no way O.J. Simpson committed murder because whoever did left that glove at the scene. O.J. Simpson's hands do not fit in that glove. Therefore, O.J. Simpson could not have used that glove and committed murder that night. Again, it becomes more important to explain the evidence because you want to show how that evidence supports your claim. And again, his claim was that he is not guilty. The explanation is almost as important as the evidence itself. So your reflection for this week, I would like you to answer, what does argumentative claim mean?